Okay, we made it to phase 5. Got our container in phase 4. We did our sales. We've got our customer feedback. We've got our sales data from the first container, and now we're heading to phase 5. Here is our phase. Again, we're going to ask ourselves, are we going to go? Is this a go phase or is this a no-go phase? Did it take you 3 years to sell your container? Did it take 1 year? Did it take 3 months? That data is going to tell you whether or not you're going to go forward or not. What are people telling you? Are you getting people that are buying it? Are you getting people that are buying it and sending it back to you? Are you getting people that are saying, making comments about, wow, what a piece of junk you got there? Or are they saying, wow, that's cool, that's neat, wow, why didn't I think of that? What are the customers saying? So now you truly get the real world feedback, where corporate has been able to do national focus groups. This is your national focus group. That was your national focus group, which you just did this last year. And you're selling yourself yes or no in terms of going forward. So let's say yes, it was a successful year and you're going to go forward. So we take all those feedback that we have. Some of it might require some re-engineering. We're going to take some money, we're going to invest it in engineering to redo some drawings or redo some materials chosen. And we're going to take a visit to the factory and we're going to spend some time and we're going to make some modifications. We're going to talk about quality. We'll talk about the artwork. Anything that we might do to improve the overall bottom line. How can we become more efficient in production that we can now help start bringing costs down? What are their recommendations now that they've done a year's worth of production for you? What are their recommendations on things that would bring the overall cost down? Because they will have recommendations for you. Integrate those changes, we do another container, and now we start growing into the coming years. For me, in the Picnic Pal, what I found is in year 1, we spent the entire first year going up and down the West Coast, home and garden shows, followed by county fair season, followed by more home and garden shows at the end of the year. What I did find first year is it was 2009. We had a lot of people say, love it, not right now. Love it, not right now. Love it, not right now. I heard that so much, and it was because $20 in 2009 was very, very important to everybody in the United States because of the economy. It was down at its all-time worst in many years. But that told me that, okay, we had enough sales to get rid of that, to sell through that container within the first year. We had a lot of people telling us, love it, not right now, just we got to wait till the economy turns around. And so what I did was I cut out the home and garden shows. Those were break even at best shows, and I focused on the county fairs. What I realized in the county fairs is 3 things everybody's going to go to the county fairs for. 1, they're going to buy fried food. Every one of us go to the county fair to buy that fried food that we're going to eat. 2, the kids are going to take their rides. The kids are going to go on the rides and everybody's going to have fun. But before everybody leaves, they go into the vendor buildings and everybody's going to buy something. And they're going to go home with something in their hands. And we had enough sales through the county fairs early on, even though the economy was down. We had the sales that said, yes, we can make this happen. So the next couple of years focused on the county fairs and then started doing wholesale shows. The wholesale shows I do once a year. And I would gain some customers and I would work those customers and I would service those customers to where I've got those accounts year after year after year. I'd come back another year and I'd do another wholesale show and I'd get some more customers. But most of these customers were the small mom and pop type stores, maybe a chain store up in the upper northwest of 80 stores and another one back east of 20 stores and another one in this region of several stores. But over time, those add up, and you work them, and you keep those accounts growing. And every year, you call them, and you say, "Okay, what are you thinking this year? How can we make things better? Oh, by the way, I've got something new that I want to introduce to you, that we can build the product line with." All of that is adding into the wholesale side of your sales while you're continuing doing the retail side. The retail side is going to be a good cash influx of money, those county fairs, but then you're going to grow the wholesale side until you can get the attention of a national buyer. And once you get the attention of a national buyer, then you work that account. This last year, we were very blessed with having a national account work with us. And I cut out some of my early shows, cut out one of my fairs in order to focus and make sure that order came in and went through the processes without a hitch. 4 containers, had to raise the funds to make that happen, got the factory to produce them in a quality manner in a high volume environment. Got a packing house up in the LA area, so the containers came in, went to the packing house. They were also my printer. They did the printing of the pallet display and how that all folded down, and it was easily assembled at the club store. And then I had a national trucking company that took care of my importing as well as my domestic shipping. It went without a hitch, not without issue, but without a hitch in the big picture, because we got everything delivered to those clubs on time and on schedule. And that's the most important thing when you're dealing with those big boys, is you better be on time and you better be in line. They got a certain window, a 5-day window in which you better ship, and that 5-day window when it better arrive, and you better hit that and very logistically make that happen. And so product isn't sitting around in the wrong place or not hitting their schedule. So that can now grow once you get into the phase 5. So phase 5, you say it's a go, you refine your manufacturing, and then you set yourself up for success in this coming years. You already have your master cartons and how things are palletized, and you know you're going to be able to palletize it certain ways. Now you can just think about growing your customer base. So if you've done it right from phase 1 through phase 5, then you should have a successful product line that you can now grow. So that's the key importance from why corporations follow a phase process. And it is more critical, in my opinion, for us smaller individuals, for us individuals who are just designing and developing our own product, to follow these go, no-go processes. And I tell you, don't go if the data's saying don't go at any one of these phases. If it says go, go. Put it all in. If you're going to go all in and make it happen. But if the data's saying don't go, I'd urge you to follow that data and find something else in your product line of horses. That's why I always say keep multiple horses in the race. So that concludes this series of videos on the 5 phases of product development, and then each of the individual phases. From there, it's unique. Everybody's product is unique. I talked in general about several different things, from optics, enclosures, injection molding, sewing, and all the different ways, but not every one of those are going to be in anybody's product at any given time. But you'll have components of every one of them. I hope to help you be successful in growing your product line and growing your success stories. As a champion of the entrepreneurship, I'm looking forward to working with you. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic, fantastic day. Bye for now.